guys, welcome back to my channel. This is gonna be an update video for the datsun on where it is. As you guys can see in the background, the car is actually painted. The car is in gray. I've got a lot of stuff done on the car because I've been busting my ass on this car. I haven't been filming as much as I should, and I don't really have an excuse. I've just been lazy in filming. That's the honest truth. I'm gonna give you guys an update on everything that's been done to the car so far, and then from here on out we're gonna try to pick up and try to keep up to date with these videos. So we're gonna start with the wheels. These are some rotors. These are 15x9 rotors I bought off a friend of mine who bought these wheels for his Datsun, and he didn't end up and use them. The paint job, the car is gray. I think it's called lunar gray or something like that. This is the gray off of the Toyota RAV4, the 2020 Toyota RAV4. So if you guys have seen that car around, you guys know exactly what color that is. The car actually turned out really nice. The fenders and stuff is already painted. Inside the car, we got the flooring all POR 15 up, and we got some Dynamat in the car. Some of it's Dynamat and the other stuff is a sound deadening material I got from Amazon, and it seems to work really well. It actually bends and cuts just as nice as the Dynamat, and it does not leave that like nasty tar on your fingers, and it was way cheaper than the Dynamat. I recommend that to anybody, and it actually works compared to what the flooring sound like in the back, because it had like a tinning cup sound. Now it doesn't. It actually makes a big difference. So yeah, we got that done. I got the steering column in. I gotta pull this steering wheel out and get this refinished. Probably gonna try to do it myself, revarnish it. Got all the pedals in there. We got the well, not really temporary, but we got the AC unit. It's not fully in yet. We are working on it. This is an AC unit out of a 93 Mazda Miata, and it actually seems to bolt in there really well. So I was actually impressed. So we have to strip the dashboard out to check to see if it'll fit under the dashboard. So I don't know if that's gonna actually work yet. We do have the suspension in the car. We're gonna get to that when we get to the front. We do have this quarter glass in, the quarter glass, and we have this door glass in with the trims. I'm working on cleaning up the door handles right now. I don't want to put the windshield in because when we're going to work on the AC system, it's going to be easier to actually work in here. This is the sound deadening stuff that I got from Amazon. Crap. Yeah, that's them right there. So if you guys want, you guys can check them out. The part number on Amazon is, well, yeah, you guys can figure it out. It actually bends really nice, and it's really easy to work with. My girl actually installed this for me. She did all the flooring. We got the BC Racings in here. BC Racing suspension. Fully welded in there. We got all the brake lines. We did do the upgrade for the brakes too. I don't know if you guys can see that. We do have the disc in the front, which is the 4Runner disc brake setup in the front, and we got the Nissan 240. I think it's a 240 SX ones in the rear. Complete. I don't know if you see it, but yeah. So let's get to the engine bay, the part that everybody wants to see. So the engine is actually in the car. Before we get to the engine, this is something I know everybody usually have a big issue with, is the brakes on this car. Even though you upgrade the brake calipers and you upgrade the rotors and all that, you still have an issue with the brake booster. No matter if you put a bigger cylinder on, you don't have that nice modern day feel with the brake booster. So what I end up doing is I actually end up installing a 92 Mazda Miata brake booster, master cylinder, and the portioning valve. And I'm hoping it's going to work. It actually fit in the engine. It actually fit on the firewall really well. I did have to re-drill the holes on there, but it wasn't anything difficult to do. We do have all the upgraded bushings in there. We're using back the stock slave cylinder for the clutch, not slave, master cylinder for the clutch. We have the I'm using back the same throttle linkage here, coming with the with this universal throttle cable, and the beans, the 3S, it actually in there and it fits perfect. I know there is one other car with this engine in here, and they actually cut the subframe really bad to try to fit this engine in this car. My subframe, my cross member over there, we did not cut anything. No, we actually did cut something. We actually just cut the original engine mounts off, but we didn't cut the actual cross member in any way for clearancing this engine. We actually made a new oil pan for the engine, and we dropped the cross member about an inch. You guys can see there's a spacer there. So we end up dropping that, and then we end up welding the new engine mounts onto the frame. I don't know if you guys can see this, but onto the frame here, we did end up welding the new engine mount. So if I ever want to go back to an L28 or the L24, all I have to do is just cut these off and just get a new cross member, and everything will fit. The transmission tunnel, we didn't touch the original mounting points for the transmission mount. We did not cut. It actually fit really nice. Everything actually bolted up there. We did have to trim this just a little bit in the back here. This section here, this usually come down like all the way down here, so we cut it off, and I made another plate to make it a little bit steep so we have some more clearance under there. All the brake lines are done. I did use all the copper brake lines. They're so easy to work with. If you guys gotta do brake lines, I highly recommend these copper lines. They're really easy to work with. They're really easy to flare, and really easy to bend and stuff. I actually bent all by hand. No, I didn't use a bending tool. Radiators in. I think that is about it so far for the car. I have some stuff I need to paint. I do have to paint the little cowls and all these little things over here. The two front fenders already painted. It's just the small knick-knack stuff like that needs to be done. Other than that, I think that is everything for you guys to be up to date on what the car looks like. I do need to clean up this garage a lot. It's actually a really big mess right now. But if you guys like this video, please hit the subscribe button and hit that like button. I really appreciate it. And you guys have a wonderful day. Deuces.